Good morning, guys. So it's been a week since PCA Manchester. I thought I'd get a YouTube video in today to just give you a little update on what the fuck is going on with me. So not much. Rough week last week. Lovely week though. At the start, obviously I took the win at PCA Manchester in the novice class. And then we had a meal out Sunday night. We went for $3 bill pizza with my people, so family and I wouldn't really call them staff, but friends. So Ryan and Mira, Cal, and obviously Henry, who are all very, very good friends and not just people who I work with. Went for a lovely meal. And then Monday, weighed in, fuck all heavier from show day. So Martin was like, right, chill out today, enjoy your food, which I did. Didn't go mental. I did have quite a bit of food in the evening, so I did wake up at 1:05 Tuesday morning. So we've just kind of naturally pulled that weight back down through this week. So we're back sitting at the low 98s this week, which is good because we'll push back into the 97s over the next 5 days. Martin refed me on Friday because I am getting very flat very quick because I'm kind of in stage condition now. I just feel like there's a couple of pounds left on my glutes, which will be off by 2 bros on the 4th. So that's the goal now. It's just to bring the best look for 2 bros. I do want to really the first time on a 2 bro stage, I really want to enjoy it, but also I just want to not look out of place because that's where the best of the best in the UK compete. But like, you know, with me, I just enjoy it. So I'm not going to embarrass myself. I know that, but I just want to present a package which is pretty cool. I've had a little tweak with posing. Adjusted a few poses. I've changed my most muscular. I just feel more comfortable in a different pose and my legs come through a bit more. And today we're just going to take you through a chest session with Cal. A bit of a day in my life really, because I've got a busy week this week. Our Jake's in Marbella for 10 days. So that's me working all week because we do opposite shifts. So I do Mondays, he does Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. Whereas this week it's Monday to Friday. I'm all in. I'm doing mornings as well because Ryan's away. Cheeky bastard's gone to Mallorca. But and Amira's doing some of my afternoons, so I'm working mornings. So 6 till 12s, a couple of 10 till 4s. But yeah, keeping busy. So what I did want to do this morning is something which people are probably interested in is cycle. So let me get rid of that clank because that's going in soon because I'm going to actually go and do cardio at about 4:30 this morning. But a stack at the moment, 3 compounds. Well, actually, 3 injectable 3 compounds. We're taking Winstrol as well. We have in my box of goodies. Oh, and by the way, guess who managed to find 4 boxes of Masteron and M8 when at the moment it's fucking like gold dust. So I was going through my supplement box, and obviously I buy my stuff in bulk when I do my cycles, and I went into my off-season box and I had some MPP left in there, and I had fucking 4 bottles of Master M8. So I was like, yeah, get in. That's gonna tide me over for probably the remainder of prep, which is great. So in a good spot with that, I've made up about. But stack wise at the moment, we have Trenbolone, we have Test Prop, and then we have Master Nymph. So we've got 3 compounds. I do it in 2 syringes, which is for volume. I don't want it because one's a propionate, one's an acetate. It's a little bit higher volume, and also Masteron's up at 1200 per week. So doing it in 2 injections is much easier. So typically, I split my tren into both sides. So we'll do 0.5 ml of tren in one, and then I'll load the rest of that up with Test Prop. So that's 1.5 ml of Test Prop. So this one's got 2 ml in. Nice and easy. I don't normally do my gear this early in the morning, but I've had a really productive morning this morning, and it's like I don't really want to go to the gym just yet because it's only 4 a.m. and it's just going to make my day even longer. So I thought, right, I'll just do the little jobs which need doing early on, and then we can head down to the gym. So that's one syringe loaded with 2 mil. I'll get a blue on that. A lot of people inject with the oranges now. I can't bring myself. Don't mind it in triceps, even delts sometimes, but it just doesn't go in as cleanly, and then I feel like you get more leakage, whereas a blue, because it's a little bit thicker, tends to sit back a little bit better in me, and I don't get any pain off it, so it's not like I'm damaging any tissue or anything. So another 0.5 mil a tren. Ooh, could be out a tren here. Might be bang on. Yeah, 0.5 a sound. Just need a new bottle, which I think I've got lying around. And then we have our Masteron. So just make sure you don't double up your test and forget your mast. And then we are 2 mil of Masteron. So this syringe goes to 2.5. Injection wise, places I inject, typically quads, delts, rear delts and lats. I don't really jab my arms much, again because of volume. I don't want to be doing like fucking, and I don't enjoy injecting, it doesn't bother me, but I don't think anyone enjoys putting a fucking needle in themselves, like, so we just inject the places which you feel comfortable injecting. And while I'm on prep, I don't inject my glutes, because again, we can blur the glutes out a little bit. So that's that done. So we have our 2 syringes loaded, ready to go. What I do need is a tissue, because the likelihood is I will bleed slightly. So give me 2 seconds. So what we'll do here, for simplicity, is we'll do a light injection, because I'm training push today, so realistically it doesn't overly affect my lats. So again, make sure the syringe is right up to the point. Find a place on your lat. In we go, and then just nice and slowly put it in to the muscle. There you go. Cover it for a second. I don't bleed much in my lats, so it'll be absolutely fine there. Just done, no pain. And exactly the same on your side. So again, find that place on the lats. A little bit harder. Normally I do it in a mirror, but I'm using a tiny Osmo screen to see it. And then just nice and slow, plunge it into the muscle. Little rub. And then we're all done. So that's my first injection of the week sorted at 4 a.m. So another job done. Just stops me thinking I might miss it later, anything like that. So now I'm going to watch a little bit of YouTube. I'm going to watch a full day of eating. And then I'll probably get myself ready and go and do my cardio nice and early so I can get home, eat. I got a PT this morning, still doing a little bit of PT. That's all gone at Christmas. Literally have one client left on the gym floor. She's been with me five years, and the goal was to get from 100 kilo to 70. And she's very busy, but we've took 25 kilo off her, and it stayed off. We just want this final 5 kilo by Christmas, and then I'm done. it's been fun, but I just don't need it anymore. I love spending time with her. She's a great laugh. She's very, very, intelligent and have great conversations. So it doesn't feel like a chore in the mornings. We actually just talk about business and shit like that because she's very high up in business. But I just don't need it. It's like online's going really well. The gym's going well. And I'd rather just be sat at the gym doing gym related stuff as the gym gets busier, and I want to push that this year. It'll be a big year for us, 2026, like really big. Lots of things going on. You'll see kit appearing which doesn't fit in places because we're sort of getting ready for 2026. So we're going to go through day in my life. I'll come back and we'll do some breakfast stuff, but already this morning most meals are prepped. So 2 cream of rice meals around training, 2 chicken meals prepped for this afternoon, and I'm having them with designer rice pudding instead of jasmine rice because I quite like a chicken and veg meal, and then some sort of dessert. So with designer rice pudding with some hazelnut flavouring in it and some 0 calorie sauce, fucking sorts me out. It's kind of like a main dessert, so I feel like I'm eating twice, which is nice. So we're doing that. And then I've got my creamy tonight, which is actually lower calorie than my Greek yogurt. And it's more voluminous. If you haven't got a creamy, they are good for prep, great for prep. And then I'll show you my breakfast, which is literally egg whites and 3 whole eggs, which I love the whole eggs. If anyone knows me well, it's like eggs are my thing. Callum fucking hates eggs, so I love going out for breakfast with Cal because I just eat his eggs. So we'll go through it and see how today goes. And then we'll do a bit of filling with training, a bit of posing, see how I'm looking. So I feel pretty good. I feel rough this afternoon. I also need to work on my posing routine because I've changed it for my next show, gone old school. I'm going to use a song which I first posed when I was a junior in 2013. So we just need to sort of like come up with a routine for that. And other than that, a normal Monday. Right, good morning guys. So, for those of you who are a little bit more astute, I actually started filming this on Monday. It is now Thursday. So I have been in an absolute prep hole. High levels of fatigue. Martin actually pulled the stairs out of my program on Monday after I did them because I literally could hardly put one foot in front of the other. So I had an off plan last Friday. So I had 5 Guys chips and a cookie. Didn't touch the sides, but obviously it ramps up my metabolism massively, so the weekend was really tough. So by the time I got to Monday and I'd unlocked new levels of condition, which I had, my body just kind of just gave up. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I've trained chest and triceps, legs. I rested yesterday. I've got shoulders this morning with a bit of chest. I like to top up chest because it's not an area of massive weakness, it's just not an area of strength. So we do chest twice a week. But yeah, so real tough 5 days. So I just couldn't bring myself to filming anything, and that obviously I wanted to, but my brain just didn't have the capacity. So I thought today we'd catch up. I've got shoulders, a bit of chest top up, and maybe some arms if I fancy it, but I have got arms on Saturday. So if I feel good, I'll do some arms, but I do get a little bit more carbs today because it's training day, so I am feeling a little bit more human. Even though I still have a net this morning, I left my food at the gym because I'm covering Ryan and my brother, so lots of shifts this week as well, because they're both on holiday and Amira was away at the weekend, so I kind of like had more to do. So I'm going to eat when I get there, but I'm excited to eat. And then I'm home today after I train, and I've actually got a bit obsessed with like cooking, so I'm going to make the lads in the gym some Rice Krispie bars this afternoon. I love the smell of food on prep, so, and it keeps me busy for an hour, and then I can get their judgment on and their verdict, and then I can make some more for me after prep. But so I'm going to do that. I should have a supplement order coming as well, so I'll go through that today. But yeah, we'll just go through a little bit of what I'm looking like, what's going on with training. I'll probably do a talk over video, to be honest, so I don't have to talk to you when I train, just get me headphones in and focus. But we are 12 days out from the IBFA, which is just going to be another, you know, fun show, no peak, just go in on a training day, get a good pump and just do it, because the following week is Two Bros, which I do want to be fucking banging on money for. So a few more tough days coming up, but I'm hoping through this weekend Martin feeds me, whether it be an off plan and a high day or high days, whatever it might be. So yeah, that's today. So we're going to catch up. I am going to do it today. I feel like once you take a drop, it takes you a couple of days to get used to that drop, and I do feel more myself this morning. So we're going to see what happens. Anyway, I will catch you in the gym, maybe for pre-workouts or maybe just for exercise one. Chill. Good morning, guys. So we are in Starbucks. So any guys who are on prep will probably know that food becomes the most important thing to your day. So being able to escape work and eat a meal in peace is so important to me right now. So if I get a chance, I will try and sit somewhere with my headphones in, watching a bit of YouTube, drinking my coffee pre-workout, and just enjoying my food. So here you can see Cal sat in the gym. I came to Starbucks, had my breakfast, took in what's around me, and got ready for the session ahead. So here we go. We are into our delt session. So at the moment, I've been starting my sessions with my press and movement for delts, simply because my strength doesn't hold that long. So I'd rather do my biggest pushing movement, and we're still holding nearly 3 plates on this as my first exercise. And again, Cal just there to make sure I get to where I need to go to. And we then move on to a dumbbell lat raise, which, you know, cables are always that little bit easier, I find. So get the dumbbells done, get a good pump through delts, always feel these, so they stayed in. And we then move on to our lat raise machine. Again, you can see I'm picking simple movements here because I'm so fucked. I don't want to be loading loads of plates. And then we move on to chest. Our first chest move was a press, and again, just a neutral grip, really focused on squeezing everything out of that chest, because it isn't, you know, a formally chest day. As you can see, Cal just did a fancy spot on me again, and then finish chest off with some cable crossovers. Again, just focusing on the contraction of the lower pec here, really squeezing both pecs together. I really enjoy this movement, and obviously I have 2 pec decks in the gym, but I still think a cable crossover to finish is the GOAT for chest development. Once that's done, we felt pretty good, so we did move on to some arms. We just did a crossbody cable push down, really built them triceps, just 4 sets of triceps today, because like I said earlier, we have arms again on Saturday. And then we finally finished on my new Panata old school bicep curl machine, which works shoulder in extension. So again, just makes things easy in setting up a cable and doing it from a Bravo. Love this machine already, really happy. Once that was done, we took a little look over our post-workout shots, see where the blood had gone to. Because in prep, you know, you're flat all the time, so once you train muscles, you know, blood moves there. So it's nice to see how much fuller we get, and visuals were good today. Really happy with the look. We were drying out as the day went on, which is, you know, that's 4 litres of water in here, and really love the look. So full, hard, you know, relatively peeled, and yeah, so that was today's session. So hope you enjoyed it, and on to the next. Right guys, so training was boxed off earlier, as you've just seen with Cal. A decent little session. Struggling to get a pump at the moment, but I did feel like I looked pretty good on my check-in photos to Martin afterwards. But I've come home to quite an exciting delivery. So I'm sure some of you know from one of my previous YouTube videos, but I've been offered a sponsorship by ESN, and which is massively going to help sort of support my bodybuilding across the next 12 to 18 months. So my first delivery has just showed up. So I thought to box off the rest of this video, we would go through what I picked up this time, because obviously I've still got supplements from ESN and a couple of other companies which I rate, which I'm taking. So I kind of like topped up on the stuff which I feel ESN does best, what I take, what I feel is necessary for where I'm at this moment in time in prep. And yeah, that'll change obviously as I move into an off season again, because I'll get more flexibility. Like even the protein bars, I'm dying to try. Got a few flavours like hazelnut ones, and I love nuts. So yeah, right, so let's unbox this, see what we got. So, I love the packaging as well. I feel like they've really invested in making themselves stand out. If anyone of you follow bodybuilding, they are everywhere right now. And that's another reason why I thought it was a really good choice for me to join forces with them, really. So, first of all, in my opinion, the best flavoured designer whey protein is 100% this cinnamon cereal flavour. I love cinnamon, but this just tastes like cinnamon churro cereal. Really, really good. Relatively low calorie as well per scoop. We are talking 112 calories, so only 10 calories more than my isolates. I am taking isolate at the moment simply because I'm on prep. It's a bit easier digesting and a bit better quality. But the way that ESN do a protein as well, really, really high quality, so really happy with that. So there we go, we have our designer whey. Next up, we have our Crank Pump Pro, which I have had before. I'm currently taking the apple one. Not the biggest fan of apple flavour, but I love cherry. So we actually went and got 2 of these because I do go through them quite quickly. And also with competing, I take them pre-stage. So again, important for me to have a decent stock of that. We got aminos because I take 20 grams a day, 10 in the morning when I first get up in 2 litres of water. And then I take another 10 while I train. So we got that. Then we have our Athlete Stack Men. So this is easier for me to take than tablets. Obviously I take all my supplements every morning, but again, I drink a lot of fluid. So it's nice to have a flavoured drink. So this one's tropical flavour. So again, I'll just put that in a litre of water. So I've got a litre of tropical juice to drink in the morning. Then I've got, you know, another litre there of the aminos to drink, which are cola flavour. So variety is a spice of life and all that. Then we also got magnesium to help support a lot of things, you know, nervous system function, electrolyte balance and protein synthesis. A really important product, magnesium. So I did get some of that. We got some caffeine tablets. Again, just because, well, they were dirt cheap and I had a bit of money left on my account. So, but also some mornings I like a decaf. So I can just knock in a couple of tabs of caffeine and that's going to sort of like react well with the clenbuterol in my system and, you know, perk me up a little bit before 5 AM cardio because it's not that much fun. So we got that. We then have our daily supplement, which again is our glutamine, our creatine, and it's collagen, isn't it? Gluten, creatine, leucine, and collagen peptides. So we went for the sour power, so it's like fizzy grapes, and then fizzy worm flavour. I haven't actually tried that, but Henry told me it's really good. So again, just adds to my morning routine, which is good. We then got a stacker bottle, and the reason why I got a stacker is because they're so handy when I go to shows. And again, I just wanted to represent ESN, so, you know, I can put a scoop of protein in the bottom and I can mix it into a paste in there ready. I can actually do 3 if I wanted to. But what I'll do is I'll do 2 proteins and a pump product. So literally it's all good to go for show day. Or I'll do 2 pump products and a whey. Because obviously if I go to the overall, because I'm in my class, I'll need to redo my pre. So I can mix that before I go. So I'm not taking tubs away with me, which is a little bit of a headache. And then finally, I ordered the wrong one. I noticed straight afterwards. But I ordered my electrolytes because I take electrolytes every day. So I actually got the single serving ones. And again, cherry lollipop flavour, always cherry. So they come in individual sachets like that, which are pretty cool. So easy to transport again for shows, really easy. Just leave a couple of these in my bag. So I kind of like did an order which was beneficial to prep because obviously I've got 5 weeks left of prep. And that to me was the most important thing right now is to make sure that I've got enough fuel for that. Whereas when it comes to the off season, obviously I've got 12 kilos of the designer rice pudding in the garage already because I stockpile that, which is good. So that's my order, and I'm officially an ESN athlete, and let's see where this takes us. Anyway, that is my YouTube box off for today. Nothing overly exciting, so I do apologise if you're expecting to see something more fun. But we are back into peak week next week, so I will do a video next week. Sunday, Monday, I imagine. If Martin gives me some food this weekend, I might do a bit of recording and just do a voiceover. But we'll see. So hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to catching up with you on peak week. And then we'll do a show day vlog again next weekend for the IBFA Cumbria. But we'll be filming that ourselves. No Robbie this next weekend. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.